What is happening, crew? Are we fired up or are we fired up? Dad, we'll start with you. How fired up are you? 1 to
Those are
10. One yeah.
Tatanka. Tatanka.
Tatanka. Tatanka.
The
Big
bull.
big Tatanka.
Yeah. The bull is
Uh,
here, my friends. Yeah. I'm really, really fired up. I'm having unbelievable conversations with people. Everybody's energy is high. Everybody is excited about. Looks like the accumulation period is behind us, and we're now moving into ascending into the bull market. And I couldn't be happier for everybody watching. And many of you saw the video I did yesterday. I really, really meant every word of it. You're going to be one day very soon known in your circles as somebody who not just got lucky or got it right. You held in there for 5 years. You knew all along that how did you know that? You're going to get a lot of those kind of questions, and it's because you did your homework and you studied and you figured it out, and you're smarter than the rest of the chickens out there. So yeah, I'm doing great, son. How are you this fine, lovely Sunday morning?
Doing good. Voice is a little rocky, but that is what the tea is for.
Nice.
Yeah, just to piggyback on that, Dad, you know, kudos to all of you taking a chance on something. It's tough when you don't have very much control over what happens to it. But I think us accumulating and us all discussing it and all of us kind of understanding what enough about what it is and what it does and what it can do for people. It does feel like you have a little more of a hand on the wheel. And I hope that we continue to have even more of a hand on the wheel. And we get involved into things that are going to happen, laws that are passed and legislation and all these different things that are going to be crypto related or tax related or, just to kind of understand it even further and try to protect it for ourselves and for each other. There's going to be a ton of that, I think, in the next couple of years. That's my prediction is, regardless of the administration, like there's just going to have to be decisions made about how certain things are used and how certain things are taxed. And what's that going to look like in law? I'm just so bullish, like, to see this after we haven't seen it for essentially like 3 years.
3 years.
I mean, like Cardano's up 40% today.
Yeah.
It's like those are things that when you've been crawling through the desert for years,
Yeah.
and you get a icy cold beverage, it's just like, is this really happening? Like
Yeah.
I'm just pinching myself for all of us. Like, I just want it to happen for all of you so bad, like so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And writing's on the wall. Writing the writing, the fat lady,
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
It's all she's singing. It's on the wall. Um, and so to go back to my original point, yeah, you took a chance, but when you start to understand more and more of what's going on, and not really,
No.
I think it would be a risk or a chance to not use this
Yeah.
technology in economics. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I've wanted to discuss it with you for this many years, Dad.
Right. Yeah.
That
It's
would be
been
that would be the risk not to use it.
right. It's been. I mean, it's not to poor old me it, but it's not been the easiest thing. for 3 years to stick a camera in your face when everybody's down, and everybody hasn't made a nickel, and
Right.
everyone's like barely paying and their bills and whatnot, and to try and be a spark or try and be an inspiration. Um, that only comes with the knowledge of what you own. And I knew what we owned, and I wasn't about to let anybody sell a single dime of it, and I was going to do my part in trying to keep everybody on.
Mhm.
Um, I in saying that, and I'm not trying to toot my horn at all. What I'm really trying to say is seek crypto companies going forward. In other words, you own this product. You're part of what's happening. Do business with crypto minded people going forward. Don't go back to your dad's accountant or your dad's, stockbroker who's been wrong for a decade. Okay. And then listen to him tell you about crypto now. Like, no, no, man, we're not. I'm sorry, dude. You failed. Okay. You failed me. You told me 10 years ago not to buy Bitcoin, and I'd be a multi-millionaire today. This is kind of how I feel about a lot of the silver and gold people. Although silver and gold's done pretty well in the last 6 months to a year, I'll give you that. But my point is, they were preaching to us for the last 20 years, you got to buy all this gold. You got to buy all this gold. It's what, doubled? I
Mm.
mean, Cardano doubled in the last 48 hours.
Mhm.
Okay, those people didn't get it. They don't understand it. So support the people that are like-minded and that have your back, and we're creating a new path going forward. That old legacy stuff is gone, right? And I really want to. I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just like we've circled that fire. We've contained that old school thing, and now we're just going to go on without that burning down of the old system. We're going on without it. We don't need that whole system. They'll eventually convert, but let's support the people that support the way we think. Also, you brought up, I don't want to forget this because it's on my mind.
Mm.
You brought up something to me yesterday that I've heard multiple people say, and there's something about this whole age of Aquarius, this whole Aquarian thing that's happening right now. And I didn't really know a lot about it. I've heard bits and pieces over the last couple of years. We're going into it, and
Mhm.
Pluto is around somebody, and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
Uranus,
yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah, somebody's
Yeah.
anus, right, yeah.
Mhm.
So I was like, great. I'm not really into anus in that way, but a lot of people are. So I'm kind of more of a Pluto guy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever.
I'm a Venus man myself.
Right. Yeah. I'm kind of a planet Earth guy, really, more than anything else. In particular, the people on it. But I
Uh-huh.
wanted you to kind of
Same.
tell me, not to share your private story yesterday at all, because that's not relevant today. But like, what do you feel? You are an Aquarian. What do you feel about what's happening here, son? With the whole Aquarian?
My I was never been huge into dream interpretation, but not been against it either. It's fueled a lot of my writing. Um, when you get certain dreams, it's like, whoa, like what is going on? Some examples of that are, you know, my dad has had crazy he had a crazy XRP dream that really fueled us both diving into it. Um, you had a dream that Trump was, there was a Trump flag, and it was you saw 2024 on it. So I look for numbers in my dreams now too. That's another thing to seek out. So I recently, I'll make the story short, but um I I've been talking to one of my friends for a while, and um I see her in my dream. This is about a week ago, And when you're really in a dream and you can feel the feelings of what's going on, it like feels very real.
Yeah.
And or kind of saw each other but pretending we didn't see each other, kind of a thing. And then eventually we end up coming back and hugging, and it's just a great feeling. And yeah, again, we hadn't talked in about 7 months, and I wake up and I turn over and she's calling me on the phone. Like that, that's kind of just a taste of, I think, whatever the age of Aquarius is,
Okay.
people are talking about when they're trying to explain it. But I think it's just saying it is just an excuse to look a little deeper into what's being given to you moment to moment, and we've talked about this a long time, Dad. Is everything is a miracle, when you can appreciate every little thing and
Mhm.
every person and everything that's going on around you, and you can really remember that that's a miracle. Man, it really all starts talking to you in a very different, beautiful way. And not to hammer on it at all. I don't want to, but um, after this election that we just had, like I feel like there was one message that just wasn't. There was just a very dividing, very negative force behind it, and a lot of people just don't want to swallow that anymore. We're like we're just judging these big groups of people like they're just whatever my party, this or that, they're completely against us. And it's like, no, like people like me didn't even vote so that I could come on here and actually say and be the person that's like, what, I didn't have a horse in that race. I'm not going to sit here and be biased against my people. I'm
Yeah.
here for my people, all of you. There's morals and there's laws and there's all these things to be worked out.
Yeah.
Always. But to
Totally
but to
agree.
completely trust and believe that the government or any party is going to just fulfill your whole Christmas wish list
Yeah.
is, to me, preposterous. It
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
I would have voted if I had voted. I would have voted for an independent, just because I want to see more people represented and more ideas brought to the surface and more, hopefully, of a balance.
Yeah.
Um, and I am happy with the results of it. But also, there's the whole saying of the work's still got to get done. It's really cool when you get hired for a job, but then you got to show up on Monday and do that job. And so,
Yeah.
I hope good things happen, and I'm going to try to be really positive about it. But I'm never going to forget what we're all working on.
Yeah.
And what we're all working on ground level here, up, economically, and investments and things that we're going to do in our life, and how we can inspire each other, and the kind of energy that you all give to Alan and I, um, is age of Aquarius type stuff. It's
Yeah.
just, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Um, the energy and the real, we went back and forth on having a very kind of spiritually driven channel, and
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah.
having a crypto channel, or and it's to be at a point where we can talk about all of it and um inspire each other and tell each other really cool stories, that your friend calls you after 7 months randomly after you dream about him. It's like,
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
you saw the flag, Dad, the XRP train. It's just, we're being
Yeah.
spoken to. We're being
Yeah.
spoken to, and we're sharing that with each other. And I don't ever want to stop that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
who I want to be on here for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think about all that, Dad?
I I I think, well, I don't want to get down the political side of that, but I'm going to
Mhm.
go down the side of we're in a new era, and this is a new rebirthing, if you will, of a nation in a lot of ways. This is I don't think the person that won the election is not he's not a party guy. I don't see him being necessarily a Republican. Be honest, I see him more as a person who's a businessman. He's a guy who's an achiever. He wants to see a better country, and he thinks he has a better idea on how to do it than the way it's been done recently. And I believe in that for sure. Okay. That's as far as I'll go as political on that. I
Yeah.
believe that that man's going to do,
Yeah.
let's call it what it is. There are globalists and there are nationalists. Well, I'm just going to say he's definitely a nationalist. He
Mhm.
is against any other country that does not make this country great. And that was not the case with the other groups. I'll just put it like that. So if you're
Yeah.
in America, I think it's a good result.
It's what it
On,
felt like. Yeah.
on a more spiritual conscious level of what's happening right now is I believe that we're growing. There's and I talk about this a lot, but it's so important. There are so many people that have been stifled in their jobs and in their careers, and those careers and jobs have become who they are. And it's not who you are. You're not a plumber. You're not Bob the plumber. Okay. That's not who you are. You're Bob. Okay. And we've gotten lost in labels instead of individuals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when I especially when I start thinking about economics, I look into things such as we all get price driven. People can tell you the price of anything, and they can never tell you the value of something because we don't value. We value price. How much was that? We know how much that is. That's this. That's this. I made this. I made this many dollars on that. What was the value of it to your life? What does the number bring in value terms to the equation of the future of your family and your bright future? We need to start going that route. And
Mhm.
what little study I've done in the age of Aquarian, if you will, is that it's less the old system of analog and business and corporate structure and institutional foundation of top down. And it's more about the bottom up. And it's more about spending more time in the shade under the tree with a lemonade with somebody you love.
Yeah.
And that what okay, you made $1,000 on a trade. What'd you do with $1,000? Did
Mhm.
you equate more time with your wife under a tree? Was that part of the reason why you even made the trade? Or did you just make the trade to get richer? Because see, people equate wealth or value with dollar digit. Oh, when I'm a millionaire, I'll have wealth and I'll have happiness. This channel is about health, wealth, and happiness. And they all derive from your conscious level of at peaceness with oneself. But yet, when we're realists in the sense that you have to make money to have a quality of life in some degree.
Mhm.
Your earnings or your trades or your profits should be implemented in lifestyle advantages to you.
Yeah.
That's what the beauty of, in my opinion, the millions of multimillionaires that are going to be created are the people who just wanted a break. I just want a shot. I just want to prove to myself that if I had $1,000,000, I wouldn't piss it away tomorrow. I'd change my life. People in this chat, like Sean, who like tell me, oh, if I just get, I'm not going to tell you his number, but whatever this number might be, dude, I'm going to lay low and I'm going to chill and I'm going to play my own guitar and I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing because I don't want to have to play the man's game for a year or two. And I'm going to remember who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And that is brilliant. And there's about to be 20, 30 million of us that are about to have that opportunity minimally. Instead of the people who bought crypto just to get rich.
Yeah.
And to a T, every person I talk to on this channel, and I've talked to probably 100 of you in the last month or two, no less than, are those people. And I'm so impressed by every person I talk to. They're like, dude, I'm just going to hang with my grandkids. I have not spent enough time with my wife. I want to just get a little small farm and I want to get out of the city, or I want to do this, or I want to start that. All of those are lifestyle decisions, not money number decisions. And I love that. And we're about to be afforded that. It's so big. And that's what the future in Aquarian and crypto means to me financially. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like the wave. And the wave, I was talking to Sean about this. Why I wasn't compelled, to support political parties, and why I put my kind of mind and spirit into that form of like, I need to be connected with people, with everybody. Like, I need to keep putting it out there, the people closest to me, and then like, through this and that wave, I think the stronger it becomes, the more powerful it is, the faster it gets going. What's going to stop it? What's going to stop that giant wave from, crushing through barriers and things that we thought could not be achieved or possible. So just them giving more momentum to the energy of the wave, and the way people are feeling and the way people are thinking and the way, the things that we know that we want to do as people working together, in society and in our countries, in our world. And I couldn't be more blessed. I couldn't be blessed. I was hanging out with one of my best friends from high school yesterday, and we talked about all this and crypto and election, but we really got into, it's just how much, like, he loves his children and how much, they just want land, and they want to do a couple of these things every year, and that's it. Like, when you really make your list, we're all pretty simple in one way or another. It's like, well, I just want to hang out and play games with my friends, or I want to take my kids to Hawaii, or I want to, like, write the list out, everybody. And it's not as crazy as you think. Like, my dad and I have written crazy lists that we want to happen, and most of it's happened. Most of it, I have my dad's list, but most of it's happened. And so we we can't wait to see it happen for you. We got work to do. We got some energy to throw around. I want to get some
I want to answer this question right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Tone. What exactly is the difference between lifestyle and money? Okay.
Nice.
People who understand lifestyle look at their boss and they say, look, boss, no, I can't stay late tonight. My family and my friends are more important. They value time. They value their time. They're not spending every moment of every day trying to make more money. They're trying to find ways to spend more time with what they want to do. People who value time and the love of what they appreciate and what they like doing, believe it or not, if you focus on what you love and what you appreciate and what you like doing the most, it, I know nobody believes in me, but it's so true. You will find a way. If you stick to it long enough and you get really good at what you really love to do, somebody will pay you to do it. And my son will tell you this. Every job I've ever had was essentially a screw off job. Every job I ever had.
Uh-huh.
It's because it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to fish, or I wanted to dive, or I wanted to be on a boat, or I wanted to go, skiing, or all of those jobs I did. I made money at it, and I
It's
loved it.
true.
But it was a lifestyle that I wanted to live, and I made it and the importance in my life, and I became good at all of them because I loved it, and I got to do what I loved doing. The reason why this channel is successful is because I like doing it. You can't do 3 to 4 shows a week if you don't like it. Like what I talked about earlier in the show, that's the difference between wealth and money, or what, the question. Sorry. You find a way to spend as much time and appreciate the time that you're doing it. This is for instance for you. Have you guys ever noticed that when you wake up on a Monday and you go to work, you feel completely different on Saturday when you wake up? On Monday, you wake up at 7:00 to go to work at 9, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
But on Saturday, you'll wake up at 5 and you're bouncing across the floor because you're going fishing or doing whatever you want to go, going to a concert or going hanging out or going playing golf or doing something that you enjoy doing. That energy difference between Monday morning when you wake up and Saturday, that's what I'm talking about. That's the difference.
Yeah.
And when you resonate with that, it'll find a way to become in your life. Yeah.
I feel like I'm bridging that gap, Dad. I used to just, I think a lot of it, I used to drink more, and so you wake up and your energy's trash for work, and that's tough. But now I don't do that, and now I've made my job a really fun place and a place that I want to be at, and I've never not wanted to go there one day. And it's
Yeah.
the same thing with this, getting up on Sundays and doing this with all of you. It's like, oh no, man, I keep getting up earlier and earlier and earlier, and how do I let me take more and more notes. Let me make sure and catch up on what my dad has been talking about through the week. And when you find those things, like this, you I was just talking to my friends last night. If something bad happens to you, something bad, and you go down that whole line of oh, it changes my mood, and now it changes my temperament, now it changes my attitude, and now my psychology and how I think about myself has changed. But if you can stop yourself, in any situation and be a little unbiased about what's going on, and you can get the snowball rolling the other direction, is hey man, I really enjoy going to work to see my friends. I love that. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to make some money. I can't wait to help my business thrive. And that momentum becomes your mood, your temperament, all that. And then the momentum, I think, of all the things I've thought about the most in my life and trying to improve on, it's building momentum in certain directions. And what we're invested in is literally is a rocket ship. I mean, that's how we refer to it as.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just the momentum that is being built up behind this, and the engine that's being created for it, and the amount of fuel that's about to be dumped into it. I could sit here and talk about us in psychology and spirituality all day, but it's like, wow, man, we invested in something really, really cool that
Yeah.
brings a trustless system into the mix. And all those things when we all first read the white paper is like, dude, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We're here now. We're
Yeah.
here now. A decade and a half later, we are here
Yeah.
on Plymouth Rock.
Yeah, we
We're
are.
here to, and what do you carve into the rock? It's like, how can everybody use this in a way that, and how do we help teach each other it continuously making money for us, instead of us having to go to work, instead of Al having to go onto the yacht or work on the
Yeah.
ski hill or go fishing that day.
Yeah.
Like, how can continuously grow for us? And I'm at lunch with my friend yesterday, and Dad, I just started going down the list of all the tools and the things that we've started doing since we started this channel, and like,
It's just
it's
crazy.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable the tools that we're all learning
Yeah.
how to use right now. Um, and there's still work to be done. So let's keep
Yeah.
working at it. Like,
You-
get yourselves right. Don't let Alan and I influence whatever decisions you make. You got a feeling about a certain coin. You,
Yeah.
that's take
Yeah.
take research it, know it inside and out, and then go for it. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy.
There's,
Real fun thing I want to do after this, Dad. Go
yeah.
ahead.
I want I want to kind of change the subject just a little bit about a little bit more crypto.
Hmm.
Something came to me yesterday afternoon. Like, I understand the election and all that stuff, but what happened last night? I sat down and I was watching the screen, and as we all know, it started blowing up. Well, I don't know if anybody's been really following the market, but the last few weekends, and probably a month or more, Saturday and Sunday have just been dead quiet. It really hasn't moved at all. Well, yesterday it skyrocketed. Yesterday evening my time, and I thought, what? Whoa, wait a minute, what's happening here? What is that? Who is that? And it came to me. Okay, it came to me what it was. What happened? What's happening right now started yesterday afternoon. The election bump, yeah, we all got that. Okay, but what happened on a Saturday? Institutions aren't buying. Like, they're playing golf. Brokerages aren't buying. BlackRock's not even open. Like, what? How did everybody blow that thing up in like 4 hours time last night and still blowing up? Well, it came to me what it is. It's FOMO, but it's a different kind of fear of missing out. It's people already in crypto who have a bag, who knew the technology, and they're like, "Oh, my bag isn't big enough. I think I need a little bit. Right, I need a little bit more bag. I better get the bag filled up. I better stuff this thing because it's about to jam." That is what's fueling right now. So what I'm going to call that is educated, sophisticated FOMO crypto people.
Yeah,
That's not
totally.
it's not your institutional money. It's not Joe Country Club guy who doesn't really know anything about it. His broker's just going to tell him to buy it. It's us who know what crypto is, and we're just topping off our bags
Yeah.
for the flight. And that's what's happening right now. And the Joe six-pack guy, UPS driver, is not yet even remotely into this thing. Like, it's beyond me how they don't know that two of the presidential candidates like understood Bitcoin and talked about it at the Bitcoin convention in Nashville. I'm at a poker table with grown adults last night. We had a poker game, and they're looking at me like I'm speaking Greek or something. I'm like, you didn't hear that. You didn't know the two presidential candidates talked about Bitcoin and putting it on the books of our nation. Nope. I'm like, see, so those people haven't even, we're not even remotely FOMOing average dude yet. Yeah, not even close. So what we're seeing the bump right now is smart folks, crypto knowledge people, I'm going to call it. Yeah. Anyway,
Totally.
that came to me last night, and I thought I'd share it with everybody.
I like it.
Yeah.
I really want to get you all involved more in the chat here and really show all of you off. We're so thankful that you're all here. We got 71 in right now. So I'm just gonna go back through some of the comments and we'll read them out loud, Dad, because they're so good. Where was our start point here? Oh, here we go. You're fired, old accountant guy.
You're
Okay,
right.
you're fired. All right.
Yeah.
Kaput.
Right.
Done. And then we've got, only a Brent would say this. I say this too. Other Brent.
Yes.
Earth women are the best. I mean, Earth women are the best, man.
Yeah, big fan. Big fan of Earth women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Pluto, Uranus. It's just, man.
Right.
Earth women got my heart, man.
Yeah.
Um,
with you on that for sure.
Tomato Pete, he's a Libra. Right on, brother. I love it. I love me the Libras.
Yeah.
Jack's comment. I dream about buying my own boat one day from this. Brother, when I read this, I immediately thought, like, wherever you're at, wherever you get your boat, I will personally go out there and hang out with you on your boat. Like, I cannot wait to go out and run it with you one day and talk about it and talk about everything else. Let's get that done, Jack. Like, hit us up, because we're boat guys, and I still miss it. I wish where I lived was a little more conducive to it. That's probably what I would be doing right now.
Yeah. We will go scrutinize and laugh and point fingers at anything you purchase. No problem. Yeah. I'm qualified to make fun of all of your boat problems. Don't ask me to work on it, though.
Yeah.
I'll be.
Oh yeah, see your electrical here. That's all gonna have to be replaced. The salt water clearly is eating that away to a nubless pulp. Today was wonderful. Boy. Much love, everyone. Love it, Cody. Cody's channel is awesome. Everybody, if you like these kinds of conversations, that's what Cody's all about. Is kind of like the conversation we had today. Little Bull, you didn't vote. I apologize. It had the one of the parties not screwed over one of the potential elects so bad. I would have voted for him. That's who I got very passionate about. That's Robert Kennedy, and he tweeted out that comment. Did y'all read that one about the FDA? I'm gonna read that because it was like, I worked in medicine for 10 years, and now I went and tried to become a reconnective healer, and I worked in nursing homes and hospitals and ambulances, and I've done it, seen it. Yeah. But when you hear a politician and a Kennedy come out and say something like this, it was special. This is what he said. FDA's war on public health is about to end. This includes its aggressive suppression of psychedelics, peptides, stem cells, raw milk, hyperbaric therapies, chelating compounds, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, that's a toughie, vitamins, clean foods, sunshine, exercise, nutricycles, and anything else that advances human health and can't be patented by pharma. If you work for the FDA and are part of this corrupt system, I have two messages for you. Preserve your records and pack your bags.
I love it. Yeah,
Hello.
that's
Hello.
it's
And that's
yeah,
what it's not just about the president elect in any cabinet, in any group. It's like, what's everybody else gonna do? What's I'm excited.
yeah.
The people that are gonna be, in charge. It's there's I think there's a lot of positive people in there.
Oh yeah,
So super excited about that. I'm excited for the outcome. I just didn't feel compelled um, to vote for. And I agree with your point, Dad. I mean, Trump's a 30-year Democrat from New York. It's like
yeah.
it's
Pretty
it's a
much me.
giant blend now. It's a
Yeah.
giant blend.
I'm really excited about how young his vice president is. I'm excited about Vivek. I'm
Yeah,
excited about like so many great people getting into politics. I mean, even Elon's pretty young, and there's Kennedy's not that old, I guess, when it comes to politics. He could be the next president. You don't know, right? I mean, there's so many of those guys right there could really carry the torch going forward. Uh, but all of that is kind of yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I like the direction of accountability.
hmm
Um, Something we haven't had. We've had a government that says, "Oh, little citizen, patting you on the head, big brother. We know what's best for you. Don't ask the hard questions. In fact, we're going to go ahead and take away your First Amendment right because you're not smart enough to understand all the facts." And that type of control is frankly insulting to a man who's 64 years old and considers himself higher IQ than his waist size. I'm just tired of people telling me what I'm not capable of handling. And
Yeah,
open transparency is something that we really need. I don't know that we're going to get it with these guys, but I think it's headed in the right direction. I hope. I hope.
yeah,
Um, I heard a man back in 2008 tell me hope and change, and I like to call it we got more of the same is what we got. We didn't get hope and change. We didn't get that, and I was like, dude, like I thought that's who you were. You were Mr. Hope and Change, and you gave us the same old thing without making any changes at all. And then it was like very frustrating to me the last, I don't know, 20 years of politics. So I want to say if anyone wants to hassle Brent and I for not voting, I would like you to understand that we live in a state. If I lived in a swing state, I certainly would have voted.
yeah,
Okay. We live in a state where like just forget about it because the three major cities of this state are like,
blue
it's
on
right on the gun.
blue on top
Like
of blue.
right. I'm just saying, I know that's a bit of a cop out, but
hmm
yeah, also do not believe in the electoral process. It's a mess. Like we have blockchain people. What are we doing
We
here?
have blockchain,
Yeah. What do we do? Please.
man.
There's no honesty in the whole mess. So anyway, enough about that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Um, yeah, I want to say hi to Brittany. You've been a really cool friend to have. We love you. I haven't seen you in here in a while. We hope you're doing great. Hoofty could not could not agree anymore. We're just getting started. Is Hoofty's comment. Totally agree. This is start line for the people who know about it and are FOMOing in, the people who don't know anything, the people who are sharks. It's this thing's just getting going.
We have crypto truth in the house too.
We got the
Wayne
truth in the
Rock.
house, baby.
Yeah.
Love you,
Yeah.
brother.
Follow his ex, by the way. He has incredible videos about being patriotic, being American, if you're an American and patriotic, and your crypto rights. Love it. I love his material, and I think it should be taught in elementary school, to be honest. But yeah, check out Crypto Truth on X for sure.
Sean says, Alan Brent, I call my weekends off rich practice.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah, for sure.
Marvin, welcome in. Good to see you.
Marvin.
Look at that handsome guy in there. Look at him.
Dude, you look like you already
Marvin.
won.
You're looking really good.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah. So okay, so let's get back to some really cool conversations I had the other day.
Oh yeah.
I first of all, any of you in here who are going to the XRP Unleashed in Los Angeles, I'm going to that. So if you're going to be there, I just found out that I'll be going there. I was invited by a very incredible person who follows the channel, and they had an extra ticket and said, Alan, you got to go. You can't miss it. So I will be there at that premiere night. That's going to be a lot of fun. I just communicated with probably, you guys would know 4 or 5 of the people that are going to be there that night. Jimmy Valley and many other people that are going to meet up there. A little birdie told me that our what's his name's going to be there. Quincy Jones is going to be there. It'd be good to see Quince again.
Yeah.
There's just going to be the XRP crew hanging out. So hopefully, if you guys are in the area, maybe even if you just live close to where it's being premiered and you don't have a ticket, you can come hang out. Because I hear it's going to be a bash, is what I hear. Yep.
Awesome. Do you recall the dates for that one?
That's November 19th. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's coming.
Yeah. So that's next Tuesday.
Following Tuesday. Cool.
Yeah. What do I know the dates for XRP? I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I do, but I can't tell you what they are.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I can't tell you what they are, but
yeah, we have to support and let them announce it.
I signed
and they're gonna do really, they want to do really cool things for the crew, and my dad are really gonna raise the bar this year of what we get done there. It's a major bar raise, so I'm really excited to do that with you, Dad, and everybody who can come to XRP Vegas next year.
Yeah,
it's gonna be cool.
It's going to be spectacular. You're going to have plenty of ample time by the time they release it. But I will tell you this, guys, if you're considering going, go for number one. Number two, you could be wealthy by then. So, there's always that. But number three, it's going to sell out faster than ever before because of what's going on with our country, all of that stuff. I'm telling you, when those go on sale, you better get tickets to that if you're serious about going. It is in Las Vegas, and it is going to be a bash. And I will tell you, Brent and I are going to have, like Brent just said, we're going to have a bigger presence in it this year than ever before. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a fun presence that even potentially some of these people in this chat here, I can name 3 or 4 in this chat that might even get on air on live stream with us. In fact, 2 or 3 that I can think of right off the top will be in a live stream with us to some degree, and so it'll be fun. There's going to be a live feed of some sort that's going to happen, and you'll know more about that when it goes down.
Nice.
But it's going to be, I'm telling you, what Brad Kimes has planned for that show is bigger and better every year, and I think he's really going to outdo himself this time. So really look forward to when he launches those and really get all over those. Also, kind of for those of you who might be interested, Bitcoin convention is in Las Vegas, baby. So
Woo!
You might want to, yeah, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be big, guys. You just think about how big that's going to be. We're going to, between those two events, we're going to own that town. Own it, I tell you.
Own it.
Crypto is going to conquer. Yeah.
Yeah, Landon said the first 2 are great. I went last year, and it's just unbelievable. All the friends that we made, all the contacts you make, the vibe, the companies that are there. It is just so cool, and I can't wait to. I tried to do the Miami one when I lived out there, but I can't wait to go to see a Bitcoin convention. And I think there's a question. The next one is 9 days from now in LA.
Yeah. We're going to, by the way, Brent and I are going to be at both of those. So we're going to go to XRP and we're going to Bitcoin.
Yeah. In Vegas next year, for sure.
And let's see. Oh, the Bitcoin convention is 27, 28, 29 May.
Mm-hmm. We saw Leanne there. What's up, Leanne?
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so much fun. Yeah, we did. We saw Leanne there. And I just spoke with her the other day on the phone, too. It was fun. Wayne went 2 years ago. Crypto Truth, he was there. We missed you last year. I'm telling you, Wayne, the second year was better than the first in a lot of ways. But the first year was so more intimate. It was smaller, but it was, wow. Both of them are really cool. This one, if crypto keeps on the trajectory that it's on, this one could be ridiculously good. I can't even imagine, actually.
Yeah, Jack and our folks in Europe, let us know if there's any conventions over there ever. Same with our Canadians in here. We'll try to pump it and connect all you guys. And that's tough. That's tough to go country to country for a 3-day event, but can it be viewed online? The part of the plan is to get a booth and we shoot live. So this show that we're all doing and in here together on, we want to go live with different guests and people during the event. Yeah. So that's what's going on.
So we'll have people coming in and out of a live stage, basically streaming live the show from behind the scenes at the show, kind of in the lobby, if you will, type, in a closet somewhere. That's usually where I hang out anyway.
At the convention, Sean, in the room. We're trying to set up the booth and go live, baby.
Yeah. Anybody that was at the show last year where the booths are, we're going to try and do something there. I'm still working on it with Brad and got to get his okay and all those kind of things. So we're still working out all the logistics, but we're hoping to do all that. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I would not personally miss it, but I understand financially it's a tough go. for a lot of people, especially if you live abroad. Like that's ridiculous expensive to go all the way to Vegas. But if you've ever considered going to Vegas, I can't think of a better time because your entire XRP family will be there, and it will blow your mind, the camaraderie. It's not about meeting Alan and Brent or some other YouTube channel. It's about like this happened to me 1,000 times when I was there. There'd be 5 people and you could tell they wanted to come up and talk to me, but they had more fun just talking to each other.
Yeah.
They didn't need me. They were over there standing there talking, hey man, where are you from? Oh, so am I. Oh, okay. And then they exchange numbers and they do local stuff. And it was just so much fun.
That's where we conventions we met. Who do we work with now? Simon and Joanna. First one we ever went to, met them.
We are going to do a show, a party the night before the show, like we did last year in Vegas. The Staple Crew held a party, pretty much with the help of the Dip a Toe show. Melissa really helped out. She did 90% of it, let's be honest. And we had a bunch of other content providers, and there was people there, and it was, I don't know, 70, 80 people there, Brent, something like that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And it was a lot of fun. We're going to do that same thing this year, the night before the show. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Tempted, Jack.
This is
tempted.
Right.
Love to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when Sean and I hooked up, for sure. Yeah, that's when we. It's a good thing you didn't wear that velvet jacket the first year because I just would have left Elizabeth for him. Yeah, but yeah, that's
never a finer mullet. Never a finer mullet on a man. Not that I've seen. No way.
No
way.
Mullet. The sideburn chops are money as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked last week about, love and dating and all that stuff. And that's what Landon and I talked about. We talked about, kind of finding that true love and who we want to be going into it. And yeah, Sean and I was like catching up on, the old friends. Like people who just want to have a conversation with and laugh with.
Yeah.
And those conversations have never stopped ever since that show in May. So that was, I'm so thankful for their friendship. And
you will meet.
So many of you have just been wonderful to us. And it's like to be able to be there and just listen to you and talk to you and about anything is why you should go to those things. It's really the main reason.
You will meet friends for life, including my son and I will be friends for life with you. Like anybody in this chat. I mean, I know a bunch of these people in the chat. We met personally and we communicate all the time. So it's not like couldn't happen to you or some of these people that are in this chat. You would really resonate with better even maybe than my son and I. But I will tell you, since we are financially about to be doing well over the next few years, I would imagine, you're going to want somebody to go hang out with, and you're going to want to do an annual event, and going to the place or the meet up with the people and the group and the product that actually made you wealthy is going to be on your bucket list. So you might as well just go now and just, get there and hang. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple people want the Staple Crew hats. We're going to have to bring a box of them this year.
Yeah.
We also have an online store that you can purchase them on. And that's pretty easy to find through the website, but yeah, we don't have a ton of them, but we'll have to score some more. It's cool to see people like it, like the logo.
No, I'm working on a different one too, by the way. It's kind of the same, only different. Yeah,
Uh,
that's great. That's great. Yeah, I was just reading that one. That's good stuff. Hope Dave.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're pretty outgoing with us, brother. I love it.
yeah, yeah, you are.
This is a family program. This is a family channel.
Yeah,
That's what
Sammy
we're doing
Solar,
here.
welcome to the Banana Zone, people. We
Yeah.
are we're just getting started on the Banana Zone.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
he is.
beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm hoping he's going to be there. He promised. I believe he promised me that this year, but he was trying to do it last year. But I think he promised me not long ago that he was going to pull it off this year. So that's going to be fun. And by the way, I know it's more expensive to get in there on Thursday evening, but if you can get in on Thursday evening, we have a party planned. I know we just mentioned that, but a lot of people just get there really late. But yeah,
Mm.
Northern going to do a pulled pork. Yeah. Oh yeah. Frankie Sanchez in the house. Brent, I've got two scheduled phone calls, unfortunately, in about 20 minutes, or sorry, 10 minutes. So I've got to get out of here. But I want everybody to know, yeah, I got a 1:30.
Hmm.
I want everybody to know how good we're doing, how well you're doing, and I want you to know that things are changing. And even if you voted for the other side, you've got to
Hmm.
appreciate what's happening right now and what could potentially happen. I know you hate the man personally. I get all that. But
Hmm.
what's could happen? Maybe it could happen really good that our lives get better. And let's give it a shot. So I urge everybody to put the guns down and let's have a truce and let's make the crypto world thrive because I think that's where we're headed, guys. I really do. Yeah. I
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Dad. Yeah, no bashing the other side. I really just want to see them kind of reinvent themselves.
yeah,
The message. The Democratic Party. I used to be a proud Democrat and fought pretty hard against some of the right administrations in my life. Because it was like it felt more of the right message and the right feeling and the right time and I didn't like the decisions that were being made, and it's all understandable. Like I'm so glad that we're all different in all of that.
yeah,
Otherwise we just run wildly into one direction, and it would be its own form of chaos and madness. So
yeah,
to be able to be able to have multiple opinions and multiple stakes, and to get into what you said, Dad. We're doing a lot of ground level stuff together, and we all talk
yeah,
about a lot of ground level stuff here, and family, friends, health, wealth, happiness.
yeah,
How do we, we're gonna let Dad go, and he's gonna talk to one of you about how to secure your financial future. And I'm so excited to support you and help you with that, Dad, in the future.
it's been
You know,
fun. I
whatever
get
we
to
can, whatever I can study, whatever I can work hard on, I'll do it for the betterment for all of us.
yeah, yeah.
So let's keep this rolling, baby. Let's get some
We're rolling.
momentum.
We
Let's get
are
us
rolling.
little running bulls say, market
Yeah,
look good. This
yeah.
could be this could be good time. Ta-
Tatanka.
Big Tatanka. Big
Big
Tatanka.
Tatanka. Yeah. So we're good. I want to end this. I need to get out of here. Obviously, I got 8 minutes here.
Mhm.
I want to say to the people that I have yet to contact, you're on my list. I will get to you. Those of you who would like to get on my list, shoot me an email at alstaple@gmail.com. I will talk to you. I will help you. I will talk out your strategy, our strategy. Clearly, the bull is starting to rage, and you need a game plan of some sort. We're going to just kind of 40,000 foot game plan, but I know too many people that missed out on the last two bull markets because they didn't have a solid plan about, well, why should I sell all my coins? No, don't sell all of your coins, but you should have a strategy. That way you can set it up and nail it when the time comes. Yeah. Yes. And the infinite banking, of course, is the most powerful tool in all of finance, period. So that's also can be, we can discuss that as well if you guys reach out to me and give me a call. I think that's all I got, Brent. I really
Yeah,
do. Get out of
let's
here.
let's all go enjoy our weekend. Um, Everybody be safe, love each other. Thank you so much for supporting us and being
Yeah.
here with us today. Makes every Sunday awesome. And we hope we gave you some light and some encouragement. And you're the ones doing it. So
Yeah.
go get it done.
Yeah.
Go
It's
make
the
it
best
happen.
hour of my week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love
All
you,
right.
Dad.
All
We'll see
right.
you
Yeah.
soon.
You too, man. I want to call you soon.
Mhm.
Also, there's a couple of people in the chat I'm going to call here pretty quick. Northern Living and some other people. I got to get one
Mhm.
in. All right, guys. Oh, I wanted to say hello to Peter and his son. Good to see you in here, brother.
Love you guys.
Peter Lynn. All right.
Those are good. Those are good men.
I am out. We're out.
We're